With so many people working from home and kicking their uncomfortable shoes to the curb, you'd think people would have less foot-related issues. Well, my next guest says actually the opposite is true. Please welcome foot fixer to the stars, Liza Egboga. Liza, since people are primarily sitting at home, have you seen these foot-related issues in your practice, more or less?
Surprisingly, I've actually seen more issues. So I have my patients reporting more foot pain or re-aggravation of foot injuries that they had before the pandemic. But also plantar fasciitis, which is when you have inflammation of the thick connective tissue at the bottom of the foot. I've had so many cases of that. And then also neuromas. So that's when the nerve in between the toes gets inflamed, either from too much pressure or compression. And then also people who have arthritis in their foot have been reporting inflammation and pain from that as well.
But Liza, this is so counterintuitive. I mean, people are at home, they are sitting around a lot. They're sitting at their computer on Zoom, or they're sitting on the couch watching, streaming services. Why do you think that you're seeing an increase in these problems?
Well, that's the thing. You just said it. People are sitting way more than they normally sit. When you're out and about, generally you get up more, you move more, but now people are spending time at their kitchen table sitting, spending time at their couch. And when you spend more time sitting, your hip flexors actually shorten. And when your hip flexor muscles shorten, it causes you to roll in. And then we have something called overpronation. That overpronation, where you're rolling in too much, really strains that plantar fascia at the bottom of our foot and causes inflammation and compression. So that's one reason. And then another reason is people who may have been treated for a problem in the past may have been helped by supportive footwear or wearing orthotics. But now that they're at home, they're not wearing their great supportive shoes that they need, and they're not wearing their orthotics, and now they're having re-aggravation of these injuries.
Are there things people can do at home to try to fix or alleviate some of these issues?
I'm actually going to show you 3 exercises that you can do to help treat and prevent foot pain. Okay, so the first one that we're going to do is a calf stretch. The reason why calf stretches are so important is because when your calf muscles are tight, they actually pull on that plantar fascia, cause it to be strained, and cause inflammation. So to do the calf stretch, what you're doing is you're placing your heel on the floor, and you want your toes to be pointing up. And then with a straight back, you want to slowly bend forward until you feel a really great pull in the calf muscle and behind the knee. If you have really tight hamstring muscles, you might feel it there first, but hold it for 10 to 20 seconds and then slowly come up, and make sure you do it on both sides. And you want to do that about 3 times a day. The next exercise we want to do is standing leg lifts. So with this, we're working on our balance, and we're also strengthening our gluteus medius muscles, which are one of the main stabilizers in our gait or the way that we walk. So to do this, you can have your hands on your hips, or you can have them out straight, wherever feels comfortable. And then you want to slowly lift your leg up to a count of 3, and then slowly back down. Now, when you're bringing your leg up, you should feel these glute muscles working, but then you're also balancing on one of the foot. So by balancing on one of the feet, what you're doing is you're helping to strengthen those muscles in your feet that help to support you.
And your third one?
Okay, so the last exercise are heel raises. So the great thing about heel raises is they really strengthen the muscles in your foot. So you'll find that you have natural arch supports that you're building up. And again, it challenges your balance as well. For this one, if you have trouble with balance, you can use something for support. Otherwise, you want to go up for 5 seconds. You're on the balls of your feet and then down. And I'm just going to go to the side so that you can see my heels raising. So we go up for 5 seconds and then down for 5 seconds. And then up for 5 seconds and down for 5 seconds. And then really what the goal is at the top is to balance on the balls of your feet.
Great tips, Liza. Is there anything else you recommend?
Okay, so one of my favorite things that I love to send home with my patients is actually a cold spoon foot massage. So with this, you can keep those, and you know what, when you designate a spoon for this, keep it for just your feet so you're not eating with the same spoon.
Good idea.
So yeah, so you keep it in the freezer, or if you want a shortcut, you can just take a spoon, put it in a glass of ice for a couple minutes, and then use that. If you're starting out, I recommend wearing a sock first, so that because your skin on your feet can be kind of sensitive and a little bit ticklish. So wear a sock. And then what you want to do is you want to take the edge of the spoon at the bottom of your foot, and you almost want to use like a scooping motion like you would do with an avocado, like if you're scooping it out. And you want the edge to almost scrape the bottom of your foot, which is your plantar fascia. And you might feel some crunchiness with that. That crunchiness is good. That means that you are releasing it. So after you've done that for a couple minutes, you want to go to the top of your foot. So this is an often neglected area. And now you want to use the smooth part of the spoon and a little bit of the edge, and you want to go in between each of your toes. So there's a little ridge in between each of your toes. You want to go there, and you're going to hear a lot of crunchiness with this. You want to keep doing that until the crunchiness is gone. And then after you're done, wiggle your toes out. They should feel a lot better.
Nothing better than a good foot massage, right, Ian?
That's right. All day long, any day, even on Sunday. Well, Liza, thank you so much for being the foot fixer. We had great information from you today. Thank you.
Okay, thank you guys.
Thanks, Liza. Good stuff.
Thank you.